Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers.
We got Pittsburgh. It should be easy.
Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Should take care of them easy. How you doing, buddy? Okay, he didn't want to talk.
And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
We'll take over first and 10.
On the option. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
It'll be first and 10 from the 30. They're going to ride this running back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Here's the pressure. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. Powers through.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, the quarterback led his target too much on that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And it's on the ground. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Got his man to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on games.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the option. Here's the handoff. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Pitt pushing the pace.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first.
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Goes to the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Reed. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Now they'll try the right side.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was...
There he goes! He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The option look. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Fires left. And his throw is incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Hit right back to the line. Here comes the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Skips away from pressure. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny one.
Makes a grab past the marker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Unleashes it. Working the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. He's got it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the ground, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
South Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Takes a hit as he fires.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The defense putting points on the board.
Yeah.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception.
But that was a great thought I was having, though, but it was not
Looking
about
for
the
the
game.
time with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point.
That ties the game.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick it away.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off play action on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Boy, stop.
I love that play call
Boy,
by the
stop.
offensive coordinator.
That's
The
that home
quarterback
field
just threw a
advantage.
pick
Stop
six.
it.
You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Panthers will take over. First and 10.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, and you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone, the offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's got him in the flat. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Flips it out in the flat. Nice move to keep running. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Gets away. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half.
Yeah, South Carolina,
I
it's
guess they're
hard to
trying
beat.
to send a message
It's hard
to
to
start
beat.
this
Oh my
second
God.
half, lined up for an onside kick.
Hard to beat Harden, man. Wow,
Cool as a cucumber as the Hands team makes a sure catch.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession. But give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, South Carolina! And what a turn of events as this defense.
Meth is one hell of a drug, right? Well, I've cleaned up human remains after drug overdoses, but I've never cleaned up the actual residue. Well, turns out it's hella toxic. So this
for number 81, and so you worry about Ibuka and Evans and Otten and Irving, and then Ryan Miller gets for number 81, and so you worry about Ibuka and Evans and Otten and Irving, and then Ryan Miller gets for number 81, and so you worry about Ibuka and Evans and Otten and Irving, and then Ryan Miller gets for number